Tun Utama bought another horse to carry their belongings, and then they began the last leg of the trip back home. As they began the trip, Siti Syarifah was so happy and buoyant, and she could not wait to meet with the king, and the real parents of Tun Utama. But no matter how happy Tun Utama was traveling with his lovely wife, he could not help but feeling anxious, when he thought about what might wait ahead of them when they meet the king. And Siti Syarifah tried her best to take her husband's mind away from the anxiety. They had traveled for about a couple of hours, and it was about noon when they came to the edge of a dense forest. "My wife dear, we are not very far from home now. We will go through this forest, and in another 2 or 3 hours, we will get to my hometown on the other side." But that was when Siti Syarifah saw it. And then Tun Utama saw it also. At the edge of the forest, 2 men were sitting on their horses, as if waiting for them. As they got closer, Siti Syarifah almost choked when she recognized Jebat, the sailor on the ship who gave her the uncomfortable feeling, with another scary-looking man who had tattoos all over his body. But Tun Utama greeted them politely and asked, "Good day, gentlemen, may we have your permission to pass through?" "Well, you certainly can go through. But you just need to leave that pretty wife of yours here with us," Jebat said coldly. Tun Utama realized he was not dealing with ordinary robbers. "I guess it is going to be over my dead body," Tun Utama shouted angrily. "Well, we can accommodate that easily," Jebat said sarcastically. They both dismounted, and Tun Utama helped trembling Siti Syarifah get off the horse. And so they faced off, Tun Utama and Jebat, with crease blades as their weapons. This would be the first real fight for Tun Utama, as Jebat had experienced many skirmishes in his life as a tough brigand. They fought viciously for more than an hour. Even though Tun Utama had an exceptional martial skill, after being trained by many highly skilled teachers, he had a hard time trying to overpower Jebat. Jebat proved to be a stubborn opponent, and the sun was setting lower on the western horizon. Tun Utama tried to use everything in his martial art arsenal, and he was also concerned about Jebat's friend. He attacked more fiercely, and Jebat finally lost his footwork and he fell and landed with his back on the ground. "You've lost, but I will be merciful and I'll let you go this time," Tun Utama said. "Ha!" Jebat hissed spitefully, "You are being too boastful, young man. Look behind you." And when Tun Utama looked behind him, Jebat's friend was threatening Siti Syarifah menacingly with his machete. Tun Utama jumped and ran after the thug, who walked forward to meet him. Already exhausted, Tun Utama readied himself to face the new opponent. Jebat got on his horse and shouted, "Make it quick, Jamil, and I will see you at the usual place."
And suddenly, Jebat kicked his horse into action, and as quick as lightning he bent down and grabbed Siti Syarifah by the waist and lifted her off the ground, and then he galloped away into the already darkening forest. Tun Utama tried to get to his horse, but Jamil attacked him with such vicious assaults with his broadsword. Tun Utama almost panicked thinking about Siti Syarifah, but he realized he had to focus on Jamil. After what seemed like forever, during which time Jamil was attacking him more and more savagely, he decided to employ his most deadly moves. After several strange moves that managed to confuse Jamil, Tun Utama suddenly moved forward as if to hug his opponent, and the kriss which had somehow moved to his mouth went straight into the soft spot at the base of Jamil's front neck. Jamil dropped to the ground like a sack of rice. Without wasting any time, Tun Utama jumped onto his horse and got the horse to gallop toward the direction where Jebat had gone. Under the pale moonlight, Tun Utama tried to look for and follow Jebat's tracks on the ground as he went deeper into the forest. He could not go very fast, which frustrated him. And he was exhausted.